welcome back. I am at my studio right now, and I decided that I wanted to do a video. I've been talking about doing one for a while on Squeeze Me Skinny's waist trainer. Now, I'm going to talk to you about what people think that they do and what they actually really do, and then some other things that I've done with them that I feel like help, let's just say with digestion, and it might, and here's the thing. I'm a science girl, I'm certified in personal training, I have multiple certifications, but I'm also a kind of feels girl. So the science might say one thing, but I'm gonna go with what I feel, okay? So, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. So, I wear waist trainers all the time. I wear them for every round of cardio, and I'm going to give you an example, about 2 examples on wearing the waist trainer and not wearing it, and then that's gonna lead into what I'm teaching you guys about it, okay? And then I wear it for training, every training session. If I was to do core, which I don't really do very much of, keep an eye out for that video, but if I was to do core, I would not wear it for that, okay? And then I do wear it when I eat. You might have seen the 6,000 calorie and try-on haul with the bathing suits, and I talked about how I usually wear it while I eat. So, let's first talk about that. Now, I personally feel like, and I don't know if it has to do with my stomach condition or what, but, which if you guys know, and you've been following me, you might know that I have Crohn's disease, colitis, and a lot of foods tend to, and I'm like literally eating just 3 different foods. And a lot of foods tend to like bloat me, aggravate my stomach, and even the foods that I eat that don't aggravate it, I personally feel like when I wear the waist trainer while I'm eating, which some people will say, do not wear it while you're eating, I feel like it helps me digest. So I will say that in that video, I talked about how I usually will wear it for the meal, but then I put it on right after. So like people had asked, I don't even understand how you had a flat stomach by the end of the video eating all that food. And I totally say that it is from wearing the waist trainer. My higher calorie days, I will wear the waist trainer in between and during meals. My lower calorie days, which are still high, I don't wear it as much because I'm not eating as much food. So I honestly do feel like it helps me digest. I feel like my stomach is flatter. It helps with bloating. I really feel like that. So I suggest trying it. You don't want to wear it super tight like you would wear for like, and I will even use it as like a weight belt. You don't want to wear it as tight. So I'll tell you, this one is a newer one, so that's why it's on the first row, but within 2 weeks, I'll be on the second one. Within a 3rd week, I'll be on the 3rd one. I don't think I'll ever go down to a smaller size, because this right now, the size chart on Squeeze Me Skinny says that I should wear a small, but I wear an extra small. I've done tutorials on how to put it on. Maybe I'll do that in another video, but I wear the extra small. So, and I've been putting on weight, and I've been wearing a small to extra small this whole entire time. So that's another thing. Like, I swear by them when it comes to I'm putting on weight and I'm trying to, not necessarily upper body, but in my lower body, my glutes and my legs. If you've watched any of my videos, you would know that. And my waist has either gone down or stayed the same. So when I first started using it 6.5 years ago, it basically went down, and then now it's basically staying the same, okay? And more of like the reason why it'll go on to the different rows is because I'm breaking it in, not necessarily that and some of you are actually getting smaller, if that's what the goal is, and then you're also breaking it in. Now, I'm gonna get to what people think that it does. So they think that it burns belly fat, and it doesn't. So, but I will say, there are some people that'll say, if you have 50 pounds to lose, don't get a waist trainer, just eat right. I don't agree with that. I say get a waist trainer. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example. So me and one of my guy clients, which yes, my guy clients have them, we did an experiment. His experiment was better than mine because my stair mill goes in 15-minute increments. I'm not even gonna go into the whole story, but I'm gonna use his as an example. So he did the exact same run, okay? 2 days in a row. One day he did not wear his waist trainer, and one day he wore the waist trainer. On the day that he did not wear it, his average heart rate, doing the same speed, the same intervals, he did 1 minute high, 1 minute low, 1 minute jog, 1 minute run. So same speeds, everything was exactly the same. That's how you do an experiment. And the day with no waist trainer, his average was 142, his max was 159 or something like that, and his calorie burn was like 440. The next day, same workout, wore the waist trainer, his average was 157, his max was 175, and his calorie burn was like 575. Now, here is what, it did not burn belly fat for him, and there's no such thing as spot reduction. It does get rid of any extra water. As soon as you drink water, you're gonna then retain it, which is literally, the more water you drink, the less you retain. It does pull water, but here is what it really does. It increases core temperature. So if you have a goal of weight loss, yes, get a waist trainer, because you're gonna burn more calories doing the exact same workout if you're wearing it. So literally, and I'm not saying that doesn't mean that you don't have to work as hard, work hard. But if you're busting and you're wearing a waist trainer and you're burning 500 calories in a workout, and that if you weren't wearing the waist trainer, maybe you would only be burning 400, but you're still working as hard. It does take a little bit to get used to, like moving around in it. I love Squeeze Me Skinny, but when I give my recommendations, I always tell people, anyone but the neoprene. I'm not a fan of it. I keep it real with you guys. Hopefully they don't hate me for saying that. But the classic, the latex, the sport, I don't even know, the aggressive, I don't even know what the differences are, okay? So I'll give you some tips. If you are 30 to 40 pounds overweight, I would say get the 12-inch, no matter how tall you are, because you don't want the 10-inch pushing down on the lower belly area. If you maybe have like maybe 10, 15, 20 pounds to lose and you're not super tall, get the 10-inch. I'm not a fan of the 8-inch. I just feel like, for me, with my lats, I'm not a fan of the 8-inch. So I'm a fan of the 10. For me, I always wear the 10. So 10-inch, I will usually say to get a size smaller than the chart says. So when I'm putting them on, like when I put this one around me, this is where it stops. It's not even close to touching. So should I just show you how to put it on? I can't see myself, okay? But so see how it's not even anywhere near. You wouldn't even think that it would be able. It's not supposed to touch. If it touches, then it's not, it's too big. So you need to have to pull it in and suck it in. So what you do is you start at the second one. I'll make sure my client's not here. I put my thumb right here on the second one, if you can see. And then on the second one over here, I suck in, I pull, and I come across. So that was on the outside. Now I take my thumb and I put it on the inside and I pull again. So I don't even think, I got a few of them. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Go get yourself a waist trainer. All the information is in the description. Like, subscribe, share the video if you feel like it'll help somebody. And I will also say that I've tried 3 different companies. And I've been with them for 5.5, 6 years now. Same thing with Blackstone Labs. I reached out to them. I was using their product literally for 6.5 years, ever since I started bulking. One of the first coaches that I worked with, they recommended Blackstone Labs. So I reached out to them, asked if they had an ambassador program. They didn't. And within the first couple years, that's when I got contacted by other companies that wanted to pay me. Finally, Blackstone had an ambassador. Then I joined that, and boom, whatever, here we are. And maybe I'll do a video on all the supplements that I take, because I use a lot of their stuff. And I can kind of go over that if you want to see that in the next video. So I'm going to go back and forth from video to like talking videos to workouts, and I still got to come up with some fun ideas. So if you guys saw the watermelon one and the arm wrestling one, Kristen doesn't live here, so I can't, it won't be anything with her unless I see her soon. But for all of you that love her, which like I do, but if you guys want to see me do something kind of fun or funny, please leave it in the comments. Keep it appropriate, please. And that's it. Again, I hope you guys like this, men and women. And P.S., I tell my men to not get the men's. I tell my men to get the women's. The women will go a size smaller than the size chart. If you want, you don't have to. And the men will go true to size. So if you do a measurement here and the measurement literally at the smallest point, like usually right above the belly button. And that's it. So I love you guys.